Good morning. Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 8th of November. Now if you are new here, please subscribe, hit those like buttons guys, and feel free to comment down below. I really just let my guys channel through to you and get messages to you. So stay watching. There might be something someone's meant to receive today out there. So I'll close my eyes, we'll get started and we'll just see what messages come up. Oh, I'm still seeing the Netherlands farmers. I'm still getting them today. It's showing me them still pouring waste on the stairs of like Parliament and other buildings in the Netherlands. I'm still getting those images of the Netherlands farmers just standing and they're saying they're not going to take it. That's the song. I'm getting a song. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. That's the song I'm getting for the Netherlands farmers. They're still fighting back. Oh, they're just not going to take it. They're not. I'm still getting that song for them. Oh, it's still going on over there. Huge fight backs now. Of course, though, never to be seen on mainstream media is that people don't even know what goes on in the Netherlands or anything about the farmers, do they? Like sleepwalkers don't see that information. So I'm definitely getting stuff being poured still. Oh my goodness. They're not letting up. Those Netherlands farmers, they're not going to back down. They're not backing down. And good on them. Good on them for having the bloody balls and the strength to stand up against these dictating rulers. It drives you crazy, doesn't it? So that's still going on over there in the Netherlands. The Netherlands farmers, they're very, very united. They have a very, very strong, it's showing me all their tractors and things, a very strong united front. It's like an army of tractors. That's what it's showing me. Very strong. And I think they also have very strong personalities as well, guys. Very strong personalities. So I'll leave it at that. Okay, let's see where else we go today. I'm getting England, London, Belgium, France, Munich, getting hit really hard. We know that you guys are over there. Because it's winter too, everything seems to be brought to the fore, you know, like getting highlighted at the moment. Like, and what they're going to do, and this is Sushi, he's going to start encouraging the people. I keep saying he's trying to incorporate the people in the decision-making processes. But what he's going to do is actually going to pretend that the people are making a difference. Pretend being the word. He is going to come on and sort of say, you guys are doing an incredible job. You know, we're dealing with a real big crisis, meaning climate change issues, of course, because he's at the summit at the moment in Egypt with all the other leaders, or not all of them, some didn't go. They sent their other plebs along. But this is what I'm getting. He's going to start to try and encourage the people, saying you are the ones making the difference. You guys are really stepping up and we're really proud of you for stepping up. He's going to do the old trickery, yes, and feed the egos again, feed the egos, probably to the ones, the sleepwalkers, that probably will just be giggling at it from afar because it's absolute garbage, as we know. So that's what I'm getting. They're going to try to feed the people positivity, that they're really making a difference. If they go, you know, renewable solar panels, cut back their electricity, turn their heaters off, what a difference you're making to your planet. Oh God, it's just so much rubbish, isn't it? You can't believe the rubbish that they're feeding people. But this is what I'm getting for these areas. And it's not just Sushi, it's in those other areas too. They're really going to try and feed the people nonsense, as we know, or feed the people their own narrative in order to twist and manipulate everything to go their way. That's basically what these government leaders are doing now. It's showing me, if anyone cries, poor me, that the leaders are just going to like shove their hands off. Like, ooh, like it was like when Charles, had that bad pen or something on the desk over there and he like shoved it off in disgust and It was so distasteful. Well, that's what I'm getting. If anyone has a big cry or a whinge, the government leaders will really look down on them in these regions like, oh, go away, you silly little person. That's the kind of image that we're getting. Like, they're going to completely dismiss anyone that tries to talk out against anything now. Well, they've been doing that for a while, but it's going to become, like, more obvious now. Because people are losing their voices and they don't even know it because all the bills are being passed in the background to close off free speech. We know they are. Won't be much protesting moving ahead in the future. Hang on a minute. God, they're saying that people are finding the rain very overwhelming. Hello. I've had 2 sunny days here and I thought that was exciting, but that should be normal. See, isn't it funny how things just become, well, we see through it, but a lot of people are thinking that the rain and the floods, and there's a lot of people being flooded, and this is probably globally, is all very strange. And see, it's that real, oh, let's highlight the climate change by like flooding everybody out, and then people go into panic mode, don't they, thinking, oh, well, this is true, we better really do something about it. So sadly, all the visuals they put on the, as we know, the mainstream news and media is enough to frighten people into making change, yes, and doing their little bit to save the planet. How's all the manipulation and trickery? It's on such a large scale too. It's not like they're just doing a little bit of manipulation here and there. We're talking like mega, if they are, which the high probability that things might be a little bit strategically planned. We do have to wonder here on my channel a lot, don't we, guys, about the weather conditions. You never know what you're going to get. Excuse me, guys. I remember when autumn was just autumn and it was magic and the sun would be shining, the leaves would be falling. I know for you guys over there, you're going through autumn and you just don't know what you're going to get. Do you now? It's so weird. Let me see if there's something else today. Oh, America. I'm getting America standing up in their power now. People are really rising up in America. They're rising to the challenge. Oh, let's hope this is around your midterms and they stand up and all go and vote. Although, we do have to wonder where some of the ballot boxes end up. Just saying. So I'm getting that people in America are really rising up now. They're wanting change. They're tired. They're sick of it. They're sick of the lies, the garbage, all the nonsense they're being fed. So you got to remember, people aren't in the mass psychosis for all of this. They were for the jab wheel, we know that, but they weren't for all of this. They can see that Biden is deteriorating out of control, and nothing's happening about it, and they're trying to get him to go again, aren't they? I don't even know. It's very complicated over there, isn't it? Let's see if there's something else around that. Just people in America, they're absolutely tired. They're exhausted, sick of being lied to, sick of being looked upon as fools that'll just take whatever's thrown at them. And like I said, the midterms are going to be very interesting. It's showing me like a real disruption. I said that yesterday. There's going to be some incident or something abnormal around the situation. I mean, someone could pass out or it's just showing me that collapse. Fingers crossed that something does collapse because it needs to, doesn't it, over there? But I'm getting that like collapsing energy of somebody like fainting on the ground and it all just comes, you know, when something closes in on you. That's the energy I'm getting around America at the moment, midterms. A collapsing of the energy. Well, we can understand why. Because people aren't feeling grounded in America. They just feel like they're floating around like just in space. It's like they're just floating around and they can't get their feet on the ground. It's almost impossible. That's how it feels for people in America. They just feel really ungrounded and makes them feel unstable. Let me see what else I get Oh, God, they're still showing me the CV virus in the gold wrap with the ribbon, but it's open now. Yeah, still getting it. The gift that keeps on giving. It's just never ending. They're showing me this never ending stream of like ribbons and gold parcels. So we know that's going to hang around for ages. I think it just goes from country to country to country, depending where winter goes. It's like, oh, it just follows, doesn't it? And then people are traveling, so then it comes back to Australia, and then it goes back to Europe, and then, honestly, that's what they're showing me. This is just going to go on and on. Oh, gosh, I can't even stand the word. I'm sure you guys feel the same out there. It's the most frustrating thing we've ever been through. Oh, it's like a swear word to us, isn't it? God. CV. I just can't stand it. Oh, my God. Let me see if there's something else to close with today. God, I'm getting Europe, London, Munich. They're all fighting back. They are. There's protests. People are standing up. They're striking. They're fighting. Because they're worn down. People are worn out. They're worn down. They're discouraged. They're feeling dismay. And everything seems heightened in them. Everything seems heightened. Because they're agitated. They're agitated. And that's not good when it comes to protest. You don't want people who are protesting that are agitated. But unfortunately, they can't escape those feelings of agitation because it just doesn't feel right. Like they're being taken down by their own government who was, trying to save everybody and help out the elderly and all this. And now, we don't care about you. We're just going to take you down to nothing. You know, that sort of is a bit of a wake-up call for a lot of the sleepwalkers because they're starting to see it. They're starting to sense it. They're starting to know it. Their intuition's telling them something's off. They're knowing the denial bubbles are being popped. They are. They're being popped. And they're starting to see things with much greater clarity and vision. It's like the binoculars I had the other day. You have to get them into focus so you can see. Well, that's what they're going through. They're starting to get their binoculars, luckily, into focus. And they're starting to see the truth. Hang on a sec. Oh, I thought of that song yesterday too, guys. I was talking about that song with the presidents or whatever. I just couldn't get it. And it's I'm Glad I'm Not a Kennedy. It was a song, I'm sure it was from the 80s. I can't remember the name of the person that sang it, but it was I'm Glad I'm Not a Kennedy. And it was all about, like, Jackie Onassis, is it, and the JFK. I think it was about his sort of death and how he got shot, and that's what it was. I'm glad I'm not a Kennedy. Finally, I got it. I could hear it really faint in the background. I just couldn't get to it, which is interesting because, I mean, you really wouldn't want to be a president for quids, would you? But why do they want to do these things? You really got to wonder. Ooh. Okay, I'll see if there's something to close with today. God, I'm getting this song. Oh, interesting. I'm getting this song by Thompson Twins. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Thompson Twins from the 80s as well. Love Thompson Twins. Oh, they were one of my favourites. And it's called Doctor Doctor. So I'm guessing that there's a lot of doctors that are coming forward, or I think there was somewhere where a lot of doctors actually died from pretty much the clot shot. So I'm getting Doctor Doctor. See, you got to remember too, people waking up, the sleepwalkers, they'd have to be questioning their doctors a lot, wouldn't they? You would be. You'd be thinking, how could you lie to us like this? Because doctors are someone that you brought up and you can put your trust in, and they're out for your health and they're looking after you. But if you've received a vaccine, then you've got an injury, which a lot of people have and they just won't talk about them, you would be looking at your doctor, wouldn't you, for answers and as to why they kept jabbing people. And it could even be that a lot of doctors who lost their licenses are coming forward too, because that's happening here in Melbourne. There's a lot of protests with doctors who've come together about being silenced by APRA here in Australia as well. And I know that's been a global thing. Doctors have been silenced. If they dare speak out, they would had a lot to lose. Their whole license. And imagine all the study they've gone through. I mean, you can kind of relate to their dilemma But then isn't your purpose to help people? Like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know if a lot of these doctors are aware, or are they sleepwalkers? Like, you'd love to know, wouldn't you, if they're just going along with the narrative to keep their licenses. So I'm getting that song by Thompson Twins. Let's go check that out. Doctor, Doctor. Can you see I'm burning, burning? Is that the words? I don't know. But I do love Thompson Twins. Such a great... we get some great music here on my channel, don't we? It's so funny. Real flashbacks, guys. All right, I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm going to head off, do a few things. I will say goodbye from Australia. And have a wonderful day, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.